Hello. We're back with another episode of GT&H. Gregtech New Horizons, episode 209. It reminds me of that SpongeBob episode. I forget what was happening. I think they were like trying to stay awake for something. They're like, day, so, such and such. And I don't remember, but that's what it reminds me of every time I say what episode number we're in. If someone can point out the episode of that, I would appreciate it. Anyways, what's going on? To start off with, we have an issue to solve. The bacterial vat lost maintenance. Like it had like a maintenance issue. I just fixed it before the stream started. And yeah, it broke everything. So I gotta... It kind of drained a lot of our seaweed broth. Which is not very good. Because I think we have to restart this. Unless we have seaweed broth. Oh, we got plenty of seaweed broth. It's okay. Yeah, we do. Okay. So I'm just going to take as much out. And that container's 128. So I'm going to get enough cells to do that. So that's just a stack of cells that I would need. And there's a couple of cells here. And we're out of fluid storage space. Oh, no, really? Interesting. Oh, you know why it's so quiet right now? There's no music playing on. VOD watchers, you won't really hear a difference, but the stream, yeah, it's I need the music. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your ears out. It's because I have a certain volume set on Spotify whenever I do play music. But on the... Like whenever I'm just jamming out by myself, I crank the volume up. And I forgot to set it back. It's my bad. So we got multiple things to deal with today. Right? With the overall goal for this episode to get to UEV circuits. And we're not that far off, right? Really, what was holding us back last episode was the amount of raw biocatalyst medium we needed for this. But I think, it's still not enough. It's plenty, but really, what's stopping us from making more of this is uranium. Oh, what the heck? Uranium. That's a weird thing to be missing. I'll set that up though. That's pretty much all we need to mass produce this stuff. So we got multiple options. One thing I was thinking about was just upgrading to the biocell recipe. But I really don't know how to deal with this because this is a recursive craft. If you think about it, right? Because you use raw biocatalyst medium to make biocells, but you have to put biocells to make this. So I think this recipe is fine for now. I think I want to upgrade to this one next, though. At least, because it's more than double the amount of biocatalyst medium this produces. But we still need to make the same petri dish, I think. Yeah. So maybe I'll try that. All right. But first I want to get to UEV circuits first, and then whenever I can, upgrade this recipe. But the first issue, of course, is dealing with the bacterial vat issues. So what had happened... Excuse me 1 second. So what had happened overnight, or over weekend, actually, because I really only play during the weekends, the bacterial vat had a maintenance issue, meaning it didn't get enough power to do the recipe. So it stopped and basically ate all of my fluid. I think that's what had happened. Yeah, that's what had happened. It finished the batch and then that was it. Actually, what I can do is just take 2 of them and I should be able to just put it back like that. Because I think it's enough. Yeah, that was enough. It was just 2 cells worth. So yeah, don't have maintenance issues on your multi-blocks. We're slowly dealing with that. So I should be able to cancel the craft. I did, but you need the cells to start. Okay. Another thing I noticed was that this thing stopped. I don't know if this happened last episode, but it probably did, and I just didn't notice. But the recipe needs to change so we can use grade 5 water. But for it to allow me to do that, I need to give it americium wafers. So I can do that real simple. Like, gotta remember how to play. So for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been playing a lot of Compact Claustrophobia. You know, trying to finish the Let's Play series. I've been having a lot of fun, but going back and forth between, you know, refined storage and GTNH's version of AE2 is kind of flooding sometimes, so I'm gonna forget things. It's expected though. So pattern terminal. This one, I want this recipe to change. Instead of using europium, I'm going to use americium doped so that you do work with extreme temperature water instead. And you don't need to use that, and just do that recipe. And then you are a red lens. So put you in the laser engraver. Red. Right there. And I think that should... I'm going to have to find where it got stuck. Right there. You're coming with me. I'll just cancel that for now. I don't really need that recipe. Okay. So another thing to deal with is the lack of uranium, because we do use uranium for... I think that's actually stopping us from making more Aqueduct fuel. Maybe that's why we ran out. What's it called? Mark II. Yeah, this stuff here. No, it's infused gold dust. Can't we just make this? I know I can mine it, but if I can make it, that'd be... I thought I could mine it from a centrifuge. I don't actually know. Where was I getting this? I think I was mining it. Because you do use electrum, flux electrum, right? For this. Okay, so we need to pick up infused gold and uranium. And we're at a good point where I can just set up void miners wherever I want now to get us stuff. And I think that's what I should be doing. Because one of the first things I'm going to make with the UEV circuits is going to be an actual good ore processing setup. So let me just double check if you just didn't get stuck somewhere. We need uranium-238 though. And this stuff comes from oh, not uranium? Hang on. I said 235 and 238. They're different. Okay, so we have a ton of 235, but not enough 238. So this stuff comes from... Oh, this comes from the bastnasite line. It's a neutralized monazite rare earth filtrate dust. Maybe if I just produce more of that. And there's also a lack of fluid storage space, so maybe that's what it is. Neutralized monazite rare earth filtered dust. This comes from that. We need acidic monazite powder dust. It's so redundant. What's missing? We need monazite sulfate. This is also a chance to craft. We need diluted. That's stuff. We're working on it. We need... Oh, we're out of monazite. Oh, that's impressive. That's whale. So there's two ways to think about this. I can do that recipe or use this monazite dust, which I don't think is actually used for anything. No. AKGN. So I think I'm just gonna mine it. If I can mine it from somewhere directly, I think I would rather just do that. So again, uranium-238. There's not actual ore for this that I know of. And it's a byproduct of more processing, I think. Oh no, I can get it. There is a uranium-238 ore. So let's figure this one out. Mm, looks like it shows up pretty much everywhere. I did set up a plutonium vein last time. Maybe I can find it there. Mm, I hate working and JavaScript sucks. I can't relate to the JavaScript sucking. I haven't really used it, but I don't want to sound overly negative. I don't like sounding overly negative, but I also dislike having to work. I mean, it's good, to make money, of course, but man, if I can play Minecraft instead of working, I would be living the dream. That's the plan, you know. I'm slowly but surely getting to that point where I can reliably just play Minecraft, and it'd be pretty good. I think the content will also improve by a ton, but as of now, it's not really feasible, right? I'm not gonna cold turkey quit my work and then play Minecraft, but I would love to. Not at that point yet, though. Okay, so we have plenty of options. Do I have something on any of these dimensions? I think series. Hang on, I can always check my waypoints. Oh, I really like how that looks. All the blocks there. Let's go to my waypoints. I have liquid air, void miners. I have a Venus void miner. Keep that in mind. Ross 128 BA, Vega B, Callisto. Let me check here. Maybe Venus has something. Nuh-uh. No, but see, what Callisto does. Callisto has plutonium vein, which also gives us uranium. So that's where we're gonna get our stuff. Okay, so Callisto it is, and we have a void miner there already. So warp Callisto. All right, and then we go visit this place. I think this one's still set up to the old system. I'm not gonna upgrade it. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna upgrade it because I can't be bothered, but keep it like that. And then I'll give this. Oh no, it wasn't supposed to be filtered. Oh well. I just need a little bit of uranium 238, and I can add that to the filter. I hate to use JavaScript and CSS at work, and it sucks. I'm not really there yet, but the programming language that we mostly use for work is C. But I think that's just kind of an industry standard. It's not too bad. I mean, I don't like, I'm not really a quote unquote programmer. I know it's kind of like a blanket term. So I don't really know like the ins and outs of it. I just use it to make it work. And so far it's been working well, so I don't really have any complaints about it. My favorite language is Java, and it's really fun to code in Java. I don't really have a favorite, but if I had to choose, it would be C, because that's like the only one I know to use. And we still have Tiberium. Sweet. I am sure I can get uranium 238, right? It might be a little rare. Yeah, it's a little rare. But just the trickle amount is all we need. But who knows? Maybe you'll get more of it like somewhere else. I mean, over time it's gonna help out, but like something like thorianite. I think it was thorianite. Uraninite also gives us uranium 238. Maybe uraninite is what I'm looking for. Yeah, uraninite, because this gives us a little more, I think. We can go to Venus for this, and I think this is what I want to do. Because we get pitch blended uraninite, which is a little more. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. Because this is a little rare. Let's do that. So we're going to Venus, but remember, for me to actually go to Venus, I need my quantum suit. We'll get deceased. What about pitch blend? That's another thing we get from that same vein. What can I do with this? Also gives me a little bit uranium. And I think I can like process this, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. We go over there for the uranium. In C, it's really easy to write unsafe code. Absolutely. I think I would agree with that. But again, like it's like questions like that or discussions like that, I'm not really aware, because I guess my focus really isn't like, I mean, it probably should be on optimization and like security, but our primary focus is getting things working. Okay, so we're going to go to Venus and set up. I just got to make sure I have my quantum suit on, right? Yes, I do. I'll go down here. But I think I would agree with you. Has problems. You lost your power. Yeah, if you lose your power, then you have a little bit of issues, I think. Okay. So, struggling on repairs. So what I'm looking for is uraninite and pitch blend. This does work, right? It'd be funny if it didn't work. Uraninite is something we can pick up on Venus. Yes, it's right there, and a much higher weight. Are you even working, sir? Are you working? Okay. Other than that, am I able to craft a batch of those? Oh, what else do we need for the quest? I can do some crafting while I'm out here. That's what's cool about the remote thing, the remote AE2 thing. So we need one bioprocessing unit. Might be able to craft one. Yes, I can. Go for it. This might not have started because I don't know if I turned on the bacterial vat. We'll see, but we're crafting the bioprocessing unit now. I don't think this is working how I think it should be working, so I'm going to take off the filter and... Oh, there's pitch blend already. And I'm looking for uraninite. No uraninite. Nope. Okay, flush. Barite, draconium. You can get a lot of good stuff here. We need the quantium and the ardite for sure, though. That's why I have set up out here. Getting some naquadah wouldn't hurt us either. Nope. I need some uraninite, please. You shouldn't be that rare. Come on. Look up urine. Promise you, I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. There it is. Found it. All right. Okay. So now we have Now we have the void miner picking up uraninite and pitchblende. So give us better source of uranium-238. Now gold infused dust is another thing. And I can't really pick it up here, but I can pick it up on Vega B. We have a miner on Vega B. So we'll go there and set that one up. Okay. Yeah. So we go to Vega B. Did I set it up correctly? Let me go back to Venus because I don't remember if I did this correctly. Play LDN with me. I don't know what LDN is. But hello. Ayo. Chill. Alright, this is set up, right? Okay. Let's go back to Vega B. Alright. Okay. So repair. And then we'll pick up all of this stuff here. And we're looking for infused gold ore. I need a bigger output hash to help me out here. Dump. Oh, I can get pitchblende here? Really? I could have just done it here. Yeah, I could have just done it here. That's fine. Looking for infused gold ore. Purge. Yeah, I've been an affiliate for like over a year now, actually. February 2024? Yeah, February. It's been quiet. It's been pretty fun. I'm going to get a bigger output bus to help me out here. Not an LV one. That's even worse. Use that one. Pause it just for a little bit. Are you still using the old setup? You are. Right there. Right there you go. We're looking for infused gold. How rare are you? Not that rare. I'll just dump everything real fast. Come on, it'll show up eventually. But once I know a question that people might have is why are you trying to like filter things? And honestly, it's because I don't think my ore processing. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, why do I even bother with filters? How come I just can't just pump everything into the ore processing setup, right? And the answer to that is I don't think it can deal with the amount of resources that are coming in. So because all of the ore processing machines are set up to be LUV power, so it's not very good. And I'm waiting on the ore processing, the integrated ore factory to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this guy is just an ore processor in one multi-block instead of a whole bunch. And this one's going to be like way more efficient. That's the whole idea. And then from then, I'm just not going to worry about filtering like this. I'm just going to like, oh, a certain dimension has it. Just that has this one ore I could use. Okay, throw the whole thing in there. That is the idea. There's still going to be a subnet, and that's just to protect my main system from clogging up over time. I have ideas for that, though. Oh, don't do that. I don't need this anymore. How is my... Oh, it finished. The bio processing units. Sweet. Look at that. We can even complete quests while we're out here. what's the next quest here? We need. Oh, now we're setting up this stuff. Uh-oh. Okay, so I should be able to create this. No, I can't. I need the circuit ass line, which I don't have the imprint yet. So I need one circuit, and that will be this recipe here. No, still no infused gold. Okay, so hang on. So if I look up this guy and I can set up that recipe like that. There we go. And then try crafting one of them, but I have to put it in the circuit ass machine. Circuit ass. Not this one. That one's like a ZPM power machine. This one. So if I try to make one of you, can I? I need infused gold. That's what I'm trying to get in the first place. That's funny. For what? It's probably for the Electrum Flusk. Electrum Flux. Now this stuff is not very expensive. We do have that, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that. I have it, right? Let me double check. I forget. Yes, and we can craft plenty of those, right? Yeah. Okay, so processing pattern terminal. To make that, we'll go ahead and use this stuff here in a blue lens. Like that. 1 to make 16 and put that in a blue lens. Laser engraver. Right there. Okay. And we're still looking for infused gold, which for some reason is not showing up. Am I in the right dimension for this? Yeah. Oh, oops, I filtered it wrong. Yeah, we are in the right dimension for this. I probably already pursed it. Let me look up. Let me look up if it's there. Nope. Fused gold ore might be a little rare though, because it is. No, it's in between. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. It's pretty much all we need for infused gold. There's also a B for it, but I don't think I can get that. I'm curious, where else did I find this? Like, why did I have some? To make Electrum Flux, you need infused gold. Is it Astral Silver? I think it's Astral Silver. No. That's, I guess that's fine. A lot of random ores going into my storage here. What about if I use like a compressed chest here? Make things easier. I don't have to keep filtering. Chest. I guess I'm gonna make a. It's compressed chest, right? The one with a ton of inventory spots. Yeah. I can double check though, because if I get it, then I have to do this. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to need an obsidian chest. So I need a diamond chest and 4 of those dense obsidian plates. I should make a couple. And then a diamond chest. Make one of you. No planks. It's kind of always a given. One day I will fix it. A steel chest? What the heck? Dark steel chest. Okay. Honestly, just a diamond chest is probably good enough for this. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. So infused gold ore is what I'm looking for. Okay, and then while we're waiting around, I can see if I can craft some of those crystal chips. Not crystal. We're looking for these guys. So these are also used in like I think it's the IV circuits. I can make these a little cheaper. I think they're already set up. Yeah, they're already set up. Never mind. But I think I can also make the LUV circuits cheaper. Let me see here. Yeah, these guys, because right now they use the old recipe and they're trying to craft. What are you trying to craft? Is there a fluid that you're missing? Uh-oh. How much you want to bet? It's like mutagen. And oh, we ran out of mutagen. That's a little uh-oh. Okay, I think I have to set up the fix the recipe though to use make even more of it. Yeah. We ran out of mutagen. That's not a good thing. We had 10 million of it there. I wonder why. Probably because you get used. Yeah, you get used a lot. All right. That's going to be an issue. Anyways. Still? Are you just that rare? Where do you even get this? Because I think normally you get this from infusion, right? But like, who wants to set up a recipe for that? Ew. But you can just mine it. That's what I'm trying to do, but for some reason it doesn't want to show up. Sir, how dare you? Maybe it already did show up, but like the filter thing isn't working correctly. If I look up gold. No, you're just not there. Wow. Alright, fine. Alright, another star ore can probably. Yeah, I gotta deal with this. Come on. How many ores is there? I just threw away the chest. Alright. We're looking for nether star ore also. I kind of ran out. But how much nether stars do we have? Maybe I don't have to worry about it. You know what? It's fine. And it'll complain to me when I run out. And then we'll come back to here and remember that I complained about it. Still no. And I lost the chest. There you go. Another star. No, you got lost. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna put this in my backpack for now. Come on, nether star shouldn't be rarer than infused gold. Or it should be rarer than infused gold. Why am I seeing nether star as well? There's one right there. That's the one for the filter. I'll leave that in my backpack. Hmm. Come on, I know you can do it. This is pretty much all I'm waiting for. You know what? I actually have some chai next to me. I forgot. Don't forget to drink your chai. Put a little bit of Irish cream. Was it Irish vanilla or something like that? Hell yeah. And there's my caffeine intake for the day. Not true. I'm probably gonna have to drink more. I got a little small road trip to take care of later today. Usually before I do, I gotta take some kind of energy drink. Cause oh man, driving is kind of atrocious sometimes, especially in Central Texas. If you've ever been in the area, it's kind of rough. Okay, what else can we do in the meantime? Maybe set up a way to get mutagen. We're gonna need mutagen, absolutely, because we're like pretty much out of it. That's the first bacterial vat setup, right? There F4, there's mutagen, raw biocatalyst medium. There's a raw growth catalyst medium. This stuff is also out. Of course you are. And I guess you're out because you're trying to craft more. Like it's crafting. It is crafting, but it's kind of stuck because it keeps running out of resources. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it was uranium-238. That was the whole issue this whole time. You ran out of uranium-238. What about you, mutagen? Do you also need uranium? Yes, you do. That's what it was. That's what killed our system. Hurry up. I need the I need the infused gold. I'm not actually like stressing about it. It's just funny to me. You can't deny that's a cool sound, right? Whenever you dump stuff or whenever you pick up items. All right, fine. Where else can I get this? If it's not going to show up here, then you probably should show up there. Heck, maybe I can even just manually find it myself. It's probably faster. It's probably going to be faster. Watch. Let's get my prospector. Then set this to ores. And then show GT ore veins. Take the one check. No, you're not even there yet. Are you? Nope. All right. What kind of vein is it though? Fused gold vein. Okay. Not here. All right, fine. Let's go look for it. It's not gonna show up there. I don't think so. How about here? I'll just scan a couple of others. There we go. Over there. There's one closer over here. How much you want to bet? As soon as I find one, it's gonna show up in the void miner. Dig down. So you find it. Where am I gonna find this thing on? Height 1540. We're not quite there yet. I'll just dig straight down until it shows up. There you go. Thank you. No? Oh, I have to. Oh no, I need silk touch. Let me silk touch you. Oh, so you're getting in the way. Do I not have silk touch? I could have sworn I had a silk touch pick. There it is. There is one. There we go. See, that was just a little faster. Okay, watch. It's gonna be right here now. No, still no. Well, no, it's fine because now you have a the filter on you. There. Haven't used that pick in a while. Jeez. All right. But that is infused gold. There. And then I can put the rest of the filters back. Oops. Then bye. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I can go back home. But I'm a little concerned though because I wasn't finding any infused gold. So what if it just never picks it up? We'll see. What do I need? My traveling suit. Thank you. So if I check here, I gotta look up the all the purified ore stuff. Like what is not? Oh no, there's a lot of stuff here I have yet to deal with. So, but for sure we want the uranium 238, which I guess we have a spot for it already. If it shows up here, then yes. If the uraninite shows up, uraninite, I think it's if there's an electrolyzer option, then that's probably what I'm doing. Not an electrolyzer option, but I mean centrifuge option. Guess not. No, I think I'm storing it directly. I think. Or maybe I'm just putting it here. I think I'm storing it directly. Let me double check. You ran, and I'm not. I am. I'm not storing it directly. Okay. I should probably put a spot for that. Let's get a drawer out here. I got one left. That's fine. Void upgrade, and should give you one of those. You gotta be careful about this though. You're gonna get filled with random junk. There we go. And void and one of you. Once I get the ore processing, their integrated ore factory going, I'm not going to be using drawers anymore. I'm going to move everything to digital storage and like really commit to it. I need my dolly. There, okay. So now we have a spot for uraninite. My ore muncher is kind of struggling, but that's kind of expected. There's a random bone in there. I don't know how you got in there. I think there's a diamond chest in here too. No? I guess not. So gonna be a bunch of random stuff. Our poor storage is like struggling. The heck? Why is there 142,000 adamantium? I guess I didn't set it up. Yeah, it's gonna cause some issues, but that's fine. We have a source of uranium now. Uranium 238. Yeah, we got plenty now. It's processing now. And then uraninite. This stuff can be in a chemical reactor. Can also use a centrifuge for this. I think I do have a centrifuge actually that is passived. This one. Is this even doing anything? No, but I can make it do something. We'll do the uraninite here. Yes, but you also get fluids. You do have a fluid option. Okay, fine. There you go. Centrifuge it. Get us a little more uranium. All right, sure, that works. Okay. Next step. I actually do.
You need fluids
Which,
too.
thanks for reminding me. I forgot to set up my camera. I was cleaning my camera, like dusting my area, and I moved my camera all over the place. Hang on. It's just got a cover in front of it. I know it's too much. How about there? That works. Yeah, that works. Okay. What I'm drinking now is, I mean, you can't really see the fluid inside, but it's chai. I'm drinking chai for breakfast, right? And then some water on the side. I got plenty of fluids, don't worry. But thanks, Allie. So a lot of these recipes can be improved if I knew what I'm doing. This is already the best recipe, but you need a lot of mutagen. So I think for sure I have to upgrade the mutagen recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So mutagen. Actually, we are getting infused gold. It just takes forever. I do have to process it though. Forgot about this. I for sure don't have this set up in the ore muncher. I mean, it's over there. I'll put it over here. Put it right there. And then it's got to get processed. Now, the infused gold doesn't really matter. So it's going to get purified. And after this, since it doesn't matter, then you can just give it to the thermal centrifuge. There we go. So now we have a spot for infused gold. Not there. It's here. Not there. It's here. There we go. All right, and then infused gold. It's going to show up in storage. You should have just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, but now we have infused gold accounted for. So we absolutely want to upgrade our mutagen. And I also absolutely want to drink some more fluids. Jeez, I'm a little thirsty. Hang on. Okay, thank you. So mutagen needs to get upgraded. Right now we're doing this recipe for it, the OG recipe. But if I use infinity catalyst dust, which we have basically an infinite amount of, then we can upgrade it. This produces so much of it in one batch, though. 18,001, which we can do. I gotta figure this out, though, because this needs exactly 94 sieverts. So if I look up a radio hatch, I'm gonna have to increase like the hatch size of this. I might as well make it the biggest possible, right? Yeah. Let's just make a recipe for it. That is a regular pattern terminal. And I can put that in the molecular ass. So I'm not saying that I know what I'm doing, but another good thing about the bacterial vat automation setup is the fact that it is upgradable ever so slightly. I did not plan for it, but I'm not going to complain. So we got to do some math here. The radio hatch, for this recipe, we need exactly 94 sieverts. And so the radio hatch here, we need to find something that is enough sieverts since that thing lasts forever. Jeez. 94 sieverts. Can I look up 94? No. Let me go backwards, actually. No, 94 sieverts is what we're looking for. It looks like it's plutonium. Yeah, plutonium is needing plutonium-239 or 241. Any of the isotopes, I guess. The 239, I think, is the normal one. Plutonium, which one do I have a ton of? 239. Okay, so you're going to have a ton of plutonium-239s. Each one of these lasts... Check here. Plutonium. Each one of these lasts 66 66.2 seconds. All right, keep that in mind, 66.2 seconds. This recipe here is LUV, and it takes 540 seconds. But if I give it a ZPM energy hatch, it should run twice as fast, which you do have ZPM. Meaning this mutagen recipe is going to need 540 divided by 2. I'm off camera here. 540 divided by 2 divided by 66.2 seconds per plutonium. So which is going to be 4.07 plutonium. So I'm going to aim for 5. 5 of them. So I think I should be good to do that actually. But before I can do that, I need to upgrade the output hatch to even support that much fluid. So let me take off the recipe for mutagen and fix this. So, oh, you gotta finish up, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me just take up all this mutagen with me before it gets consumed somewhere else. Oh, it's like none. All right, let's fix this recipe then. So this guy is going to be needing, instead of, well, you need plutonium, right? Yes. And I had said 5 of you would do that. Let's aim. Nah, 5 is fine. Okay, and then we need 1 piece of infinity catalyst dust instead. Yeah, just 1. Now I gotta make sure that this thing is the same. Petri dish with the culture, mutagen bacteria as space. Yes, you're the same thing. I can still do this. Now you're gonna give me up to 18,000. Well, it's gonna be 18 times 1,001. I'm curious where that 1 comes from. Like, why the 1? This is going to be 72. Yeah. So 72 times 1001. And that is going to be the recipe. Now, I need to be able to support that much fluid in there. So this is an HV input hatch, which cannot even store that much distilled water. Input fluid hatch. Or just input hatch. I need something that can support 72,000. I mean, ZPM 1 probably, but it's a little too much. I already have it, and I don't want to wait, so I'm just going to use a ZPM 1. It doesn't, the input doesn't really matter. It's the output one that does. Oops. Like that, and then face it downwards. Okay, so now you have enough space for that. Now, this is as much as we have. It's going to craft us 18,000, up to 18,000 at a time. Right? So let me get one of these volumetric flasks. One that is not used. This one's not used. And set this up to 18,000. 18. Right? Is that what it is? 18, yes. Okay. And so you need to have space for half of your fluids plus 18,000. So I think this should be good enough actually. Yeah, let me just put all the mutagen in here and then hang on, let me get us some empty cells here. You need to have 32 in you. put that there. Take out 32. Take out the rest. I got a quest by accident completed. Okay, so you should be 32 plus 18,000 is about 50 whatever, so that should be okay actually. And I think that's the recipe. Yeah, let's try it. All right, and then oh no, you're not gonna be able to complete. Hang on. I need the I need to put the actual volumetric flask in there instead. The big one. Bacterial vat mutagen. Then let's go ahead and cancel some of this stuff here. Okay, so what if I try to craft some mutagen now? See some plutonium rods, and now it's crafting. Okay, do you actually work? Requires exactly 94 Seaver. I think it's because you had... Oh, because I didn't put the... I didn't actually correct this. Hang on. Let's just get one, and then... Yeah, I gotta filter everything first. 1 second. So this one is going to have... that one, and that one. This one is going to have that and that. Then nothing there. This one is the rod. Nothing there. This one is the rod. Okay, so if I were to put that there, and then this there, and then I need to set this to 5. And I can take this out and put that guy back. Actually, you started, right? Yeah, you started. Okay. Yeah, so 270 seconds it will take to do this, and it is actually crafting. Now, was going to make a big radio hatch, but I don't think I actually need one. It looks like this one can support. Yeah, this one can support it. Radio hatch is... mass is 1 kilogram. I don't really know. Looks like it can support it, though. We'll watch it for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this should be okay. This is going to be a bigger batch of mutagen. Just a little more. 18,000 is a lot more. It should be way faster than what we were doing before. I can put that back. I can put all of this back. Is it faster? Let me see. So this is 540 seconds. Let's do some math here. This is also CPM power, right? Yeah, remember that we're doing CPM power. So this is 18 divided by 540. I should divide by the other way around, but actually, yeah. So 540 divided by 18. So this one is 30 seconds per liter of mutagen, this recipe. And then this one is going to be 60. It's going to be 60 liters, 60 seconds per liter. Right? And the tier is IV. I think it's coming out to about the same speed. But this is a little cheaper, I guess. I don't know, actually. Let's do it based on UEV power. So 540, the math scales up the same. So 540 divided by 18 is 30, right? So 30 seconds per liter. This recipe is doing 60 per second, but times 2 or divided by 2 because it's faster. So 30 seconds per liter. It's the same speed. Okay. I'd rather use this one though because it's using less resources. And I don't think we really have mysterious crystal anywhere. Yeah, we're running low. It's fine. We'll stick to this. And I think this is better scalable also. It is a little slow. Anyways, I'm just going to leave that there. Next step is, I think we have infused gold now. And also, let me check all the other stuff here as well. The growth catalyst medium, why are you stuck? Oh, you just don't have enough fluid. Because you need a lot of mutagen per craft. Why? No, I'm looking for the raw stuff. Yeah, okay. You're being processed, okay. Unless you got like destroyed somewhere. No, you're good. Maybe I have to cancel you though. Oh no, it's because you're trying to craft mutagen. Okay. I think I'm gonna cancel you though. Because you're working on another recipe. Oh, moment of truth. Did it actually finish? How much radio stuff do we have? That's plenty of time. All right, and then it works, and then we have back to 32,000, and we are good to go. There we go. And then it's crafting another batch of it, and okay, we should be good. Okay. Next up is we go down the quest line, continue down here, getting a bioprocessor now. It's going to be the cheapest CPM circuits. I'm so excited for that. I just need one. And then we'll imprint the circuit and then upgrade our circuit S line for that. Mm-hmm. All right, and you are crafting. And look at that. First bioprocessor, ZPM circuit. And then I'm going to go ahead and start moving the circuit assembly lines over. It's probably the best bet. And then now I'm trying to think about it. Like, what about the water line? Water line is probably, I'm not going to move that. It's probably going to end up being built on top. Somewhere up here in the vertical space, right? Because the water line has to be close enough to the purification plant to work. So it's probably going to end up being built on top of this area here, right? Yeah, and then I can move these guys. So circuit ass lines, I'm going to move them over here. And that way I can pump them full of like more power also eventually. And they'll be set up over here. Yes, so how much space do you need for this? I think it's just... they're just 3x3s, right? Yeah. Let's do this. And I'll put it, I guess, in the middle, or... Where do I even have space? I got no space for anything. I got plenty of space here. I don't like using this, though. This is mostly for adding a bunch of recipes. That's for something. I'll put it back here. Fine. I'll just connect to this one over here. So get my wood axe. Like that. And then we'll just go dig into the wall. Nope, not quite there. Right here. Just make sure I'm not deleting anything. I mean, I'm deleting this, but you know, there's nothing under it, so who cares? And then, okay. So then you go up. So right here. Set. No. Position 1. Like that. And then just make it all into a basement. I might as well. So this is already set up to be a basement. So I'm going to expand 10 down. And then contract 1 up. No. That's fine actually. Contract 1 down is only if I'm building it on the floor level, but because I'm deleting everything, then it's fine. And then I can use distr to like double check what makes up all of this. Unknown 919 and 1225. 919 is, I don't even know. It's cubits, okay. 1225 is a flower. 2373 is agon. 1224 I would imagine is lave. No more flowers, of course. And then all this other stuff is, I don't really know. So set air, delete my entire base. All right, made a big hole. Sweet. And this is plenty of space for shenanigans. Let me delete this entire dirt wall. Right here. Set air. Hey, Lissard, what's up? He just saw me destroy my entire base, made a giant hole in it. Thanks for the follow. What's going on, man? Uh-oh, it's been outed why I'm not active on Dead Frontier. Kind of playing some Minecraft. No, it's just not just today. It's just in general. It's been pretty busy. It happens. Like the itch to play Dead Frontier comes and goes, and unfortunately, I'm in the I don't feel like playing it phase, but it'll come back. It always comes back. It's been like that for like 14 years or something like that. However long that game's been out. It's been a while. Anyways, what's going on? I'm digging a massive hole, trying to expand our base a little more. Speaking of that, is this done? Yes. Awesome. Please don't let these circuits take over. They're gonna take over. You know what? Just craft the full batch of these circuits. I might as well go down the line. Next step is which ones? The UV circuits. These guys. Oh, that's right. You mentioned GTNH. That's pretty funny though. I didn't realize you were a Minecraft enjoyer. I guess that worked out like that. Yeah, we all got our phases. All right, we're gonna make UV circuits. kind of major spoilers thing because you mentioned you're still like Steam, I think you said, or early LV. No, we're all the way out here in UHV. We're way out here. I guess a little bit of the background. This playthrough has been going on since December of 2023. It's been going on for over like a year and a half now. We're still into here. So I guess I can be testament. Is that the word? Proof. That ain't gonna get sick of this pack. I'm still playing it. Circuit ass machine. No, circuit ass. Yeah. Circuit ass line general. Right there. What? That's the wrong pattern. Hang on. Nope. No, that's too many. We're not using wraps yet. We have to imprint the circuit assembly line first, but for us to imprint it, we need to make one in the first place. So we have to do this recipe. It's a little more inefficient that way though, but we're just going to make one group of circuits. Stone Age, even I'm just finding veins to get copper and tin. That's how it starts. That's where we started too. You got to start somewhere. Put that guy there. Okay, make a UV circuit. We're getting to that point. As long as I see the availability to craft a circuit, craft it. We're going all the way to UEV today. Hell yeah. Now, I may need to scan this though, because this is an ass line recipe. Uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna make me scan it. Our research computer is ass. It won't be able to deal with this. 16 million EU a tick to research the damn thing. How much power are you getting? Well, it's a lot of power. Let me double check. I haven't really worked with this in a while. If I scan you. Energy hatches, 33 million. What's 64 times 131,000? 131,000 is 8 million. Yeah, we're not even getting anywhere near enough power for this thing. Okay, so it looks like our research station absolutely needs to get upgraded. But that is a future problem for future burning in about 20 minutes or so. Circuit is being worked on. Yes, you are. I'll just leave that for a while. I think the base is charging. I have a wall to build. Let me drink some drinks here. Well, it's always exciting to find a fellow GT&H enjoyer. That's great. I also prefer to play tech packs because it scratches that itch, right? And I'm one of those weirdos that like my actual work, like in real life, is basically also playing GT&H. And that's kind of been a running joke. I don't get enough of this at work, so I come back and play this as a hobby. Just delete that entire wall. Expose our basement. Confirmed we did have it set up. I am a test engineer for automotive automotive control systems. So too long didn't read. It's like you got a car part, right? It can be either like a fuel pump or a engine control unit. At the end of an assembly line, yes, I do work on an actual assembly line, so I don't. Real life assembly lines don't look like this, I promise you. But I do work on one. But at the end of the process is you got to test the units, right? Make sure they're ready for the customers, and that's where I come in. I don't actually manually test each part because no, we produce hundreds of thousands of units per day. Ain't happening. So we got little like machines to do that for us. So I kind of just oversee that. But yes, I'm one of those sickos that don't get enough of it at work. So I come out here and actually play it. This wall is not correct. I gotta think about something to do with this. I don't like how this looks. Like you have all this. I mean, I wouldn't say pretty, right? But then you got this. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Eventually, I'm probably gonna expand it, right? Because most of my expansion focuses are that way and that way. I don't really focus on this part over here. I might though. I'll figure it out later. It's pretty fun, but I will admit though that sometimes it does get a little like tiring because it's like uh, it's a lot of thinking, and then I come back home, and then I would think some more. It's also one of the reasons why I decided to not stream during the weekdays. I used to stream like every other day, so Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. That was the original schedule. But not that wasn't the original schedule. This is the original schedule, the weekend mornings. But then at some point, I was like, you know what? I think it'd be cool to stream during the weekdays, so I did. But I kind of stopped doing that because it can be a little bit of a mental load, you know, coming back from work where I'm already thinking a ton and then sitting down and thinking a lot more. So it's like, take it easy. You can do some video editing during the weekdays instead. And that's what I've been doing. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is just expanding the platform. It's very simple build. No, we have a basement, right? That's where all the spaghetti is, and then the actual machines are up top. That's some I used to build. I won't really admit to being a good builder, right? It's like very flat right here, but we're at a point of the pack where like I was kind of spending a lot of time, and I kind of do want to finish it, so I don't want to spend too much time building, right? So at some point, whenever I set up this new area, I'm just committing to a fully flat space and just expanding like that. So what I'm doing is just expanding the building because crafting these circuits. I know you're not there yet, but uh, there's two ways to craft the later tier circuits. You can either just use the circuit assembler, which is the normal way, I guess, and but when you get the circuit assembly line, these are a lot more efficient. You craft more at a time, but they're way more efficient crafts. The only downside is that you need to imprint. And to get this imprint, you need one of the circuits anyway. So that's what I'm doing. Just waiting. It's not a super flat world. It's a dimension, yes. So we're in a normal world, right? Just a normal world. But whenever you get to the moon in Space Race, there's a quest here that you have a choice reward, either marshmallows or a personal dimension portal. And this is the one that is where I'm at. It's like over here. The entrance to this world is like over here at E. Honestly, I'm scared to go in here because I've had problems with going back in the overworld where my game just crashes, or the server crashes because I'm on a server. It just crashes and I have no idea why, and I don't want to do it on stream, so I'm not going to show you the regular world. There's nothing there anyways. Our entire base is out here. But in there, you can actually, like, I set it to be a super flat world, but you can also make it a void world, which is what most people do, I think. But I like having ground to walk on, so I put super flat. It's entirely optional, right? Some people you don't really need to do this, like setting up the like the personal space, this dimension. You don't really need to do it, but I think a lot of people like to. I will say though that it does help with the lag. Mm. Yeah, that's the main reason why this one exists. It's just it helps with the lag. There's no mining dimension. I know most modern packs have some kind of mining dimension, but this one doesn't. Not a dedicated mining dimension. No, I mean you can consider the deep dark, yes, a mining dimension if you've played with deep dark before, but getting that is kind of uh, the portal is kind of atrocious. You don't want to do this. Yeah, you got to go through a ton of Thaumcraft and like, heck, I can't even make this. That's a UIV. What the heck is this? Don't look at this. Wait, what was that? I saw hot potato. Oh, it's not hot potato. It's hot proton. I've never worked with that. I'm an UHV. UIV is 2 tiers away. But I will now forever call that part whenever I get there the hot potato, whatever it was called. I don't even know anymore. There's a certain pattern that I do whenever building platforms, and I'm still trying to stick to it. So even though I'm not actually building anymore, I'm still holding myself accountable to a building standard. Right? I won't really explain because I don't really fully know either, but I'm sticking to it. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but there's rules that I'm still following. I need to get some leave. So this is actually built incorrectly, this wall, because we're not supposed to have the border. Yeah, it's just built incorrectly. So if I check out here, I can show it to me because this border is supposed to be indented. The wall's supposed to be indented to that border. So on the inside, this is wrong. Am I gonna fix it? Yeah, I should. I can do expand one, right? Like that, and then just set hand 12. There we go. Oh, and that's another thing too. Like, this is separately added to the mod pack World Edit. I don't know if you've ever worked with World Edit, but it's like that's what I'm doing to like mass manipulate the world. There is official rules to be considered for a role in the GTNH Discord. If you don't know about it, the Stargate role, and that is to achieve like getting the Stargate, which is itself the it's not really the point of the pack because the pack isn't finished, which is hilarious. But everyone just agreed upon the Stargate being the final goal. So there's a role you can get, right? And there's like a rule, like a list of rules you have to follow to get it. But world edit is allowed as long as you're only doing decorative blocks like I'm doing. And the same goes for cheating in items. Like I can cheat in more of these building blocks. So that's just a disclaimer. No, you can't get it through the pack. You have to add it yourself. So it is something I gave myself permission for is to use world edit. And I also do cheat in blocks too, but only building blocks. And I think this is the only pack where I'm going to allow myself to do that. Only because of the sheer amount of time that this pack takes. All other packs I'm going to play, if I'm ever going to decorate, is going to be manually crafted. Except for this pack because of how long it's taking. All right, so we have all of that set up, and then I can go ahead and give this floor. Set hand 13. Okay, then go on the outside and then start patching it up a little bit more. I had in mind to set up miners and stuff and source everything legit. Maybe I'll change my mind. Yeah, it was like that for us too, but and then it's like the amount of resources it costs to build a massive base can get pretty high. Again, it's personal preference, right? If you're not like specifically going for the Stargate role, then you don't really have to worry about it. Just do you. That's it. It's like that's the thing about modded Minecraft. Also, it's like you can't really judge anybody for like heck. You can even play through this in creative mode. It doesn't matter. Just go for it. It's entirely you. Yeah. So, um, I'm absolutely going for it. Big reason why this playthrough's still going. And also, like, yeah, it's like I mentioned that I've been going at this world for like over a year and a half, right? I am not a good example for how long it takes to achieve Stargate because I just don't play that often. It's I really only play during the weekends, right? For like a couple hours. So you can get Stargate much faster. I know a lot of other people have, so I'm not a very good example for that. I also will say though, like some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to play GTNH because it's gonna take me forever to beat it." I don't agree with that statement. Just don't worry about it. If it's a good pack, then it's a good pack. A good pack shouldn't be like, again, this is my opinion, right? But a good pack shouldn't be like dependent on how long it takes. It should be in how much you enjoy it. Because if it takes forever to complete it and you're enjoying it, then it's done its purpose. You want to enjoy something, right? For as long as possible. So, of course, it works out that it takes forever to beat it. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Okay, UV circuit did complete. Hell yeah. One more quest complete. And another argument that people have about GTNH is how grindy it gets, right? Um, yeah, how grindy it gets. But honestly, if it's grindy, that's because you're not doing something right. So they kind of out themselves. There's always something you can do to make the grind easier. No, don't make me do this. I didn't account for this. Oh no. Oh, this is an ass line process also. What the heck is mutated living solder? Oh, I'm not gonna like this. I'm not gonna like that. What the heck? I mean, I can do it. We need to upgrade our chemical plant though, and also give it botmium, botmium cases. Requires, do I really need to make this? Here we go. Here's a rabbit hole. Oh no. Oh wait, yes, you actually need this now. This All right, well, we hit a big wall that I wasn't really expecting to. But that happens, it's okay. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to stray away. I don't think UEV circuits are happening today. That's okay. We'll get there. I am from Texas, and do I like it? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything against it. It's pretty chill, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have anything against it. It's not really a discussion that I think about, like if I like living in a place because I've never really lived anywhere else. So I don't have a frame of reference, you know. So even if I were to like really dislike it, then I'm like, I don't know. Not too bad though. I'm asking because I'm surprised. I've only heard people from Texas praise Texas. I am not like, I don't want to say I'm not patriotic, right? In case the government's listening. I'm joking. But I don't really concern myself with that. It's a good place. And I'm never going to like praise something because I've lived my whole life here and I just don't know how it is anywhere else. So I'm understanding that also. Like I won't say I will never say, "Oh, I'm the best," because I'm clearly not, and I just don't know how other places are. If I'm making sense. It's also a big reason why I can never agree on my favorite food because I just don't know what kind of foods are out there. Okay, so too long didn't read. We have some big issues here. We gotta. I guess it is a good thing that I expanded my base because yeah, we're gonna need the space. We need a lot more machines now. And I should probably update my building rules to. I get you. I've only lived in my province too. It's the my only frame of reference. Yeah, it's different for everybody, right? Okay. Yeah, we got some issues though. Trying to think here. And I guess to explain what the issues are is I'm trying to get to UEV circuits, right? It's gonna unlock the next part of the quest line. But to get this, I have to make living solder. That's a lot of words. That's a ton of words. Never mind. But to even get that, we need to make a chemical plant to make the rugged abotmium casing. This stuff's a little atrocious also. But it says here I need quantum anomaly for what? It's for the particle acceleration catalyst. Hang on. No, this doesn't need a catalyst. I don't know what this is for. The heck is that? W boson. There's so much stuff to this that I just don't know. But I guess we'll follow the quest line. All right, fine. We'll follow the quest line. We should get it. It's not that bad. What can I say? I'm sorry, couldn't give you everything. I'm sorry, couldn't. This quest, this one. So we need the compact cyclotron. Okay, so it looks like we hit a wall. We're gonna have to do a little bit of some upgrades here. That's fine. We'll get there. So we need a compact cyclotron. Throw this in an ass machine, a blank one. Now for the most fun part of GTNH is all the pattern crafts that you're gonna need. Which I don't mind actually. It's actually kind of relaxing in a way. Just setting up patterns and then seeing the end result whenever you try to craft it. It's been kind of fun for me. It's a ton of recipes though. So we want to craft this guy. Would like one of you. Hell no. Still missing some stuff here. I need to read the quest here. So how does this work? Can produce a continuous beam current of 2.2 milliamps and 590 millielectron volts, which be extracted from the isochronous cyclotron. The heck are you talking about? Sure. Consists of the same layout as a fusion reactor. Any external casings can be a whatever, unlike. Okay. Uh, all hatches must be IV or better, whatever that means. Super magnetic speed shooter. The main thing you will probably get out of it is the quantum anomaly. So how the heck do I get quantum anomaly? Before I get into this, right? I just want to read. How the heck do I get this? I can make a DTPF, which is this monstrosity of a multi-block, but we're nowhere near that. Or do this. Duranium, 1% chance, sir. Hell no. Unknown particle. Oh no. Oh, we can use hydrogen plasma, I guess. The heck is a hydrogen ion? This sounds like it's going to be like more of a passive process. Okay. Either way, we're going to need it. So I'm just going to not worry about it and build it. This is going to be a new thing. I like learning new things, but I will say that I'm a little slow when it comes to like learning on camera. But it's fine. I need a solidifier for the plate. Plate solidifier. I don't have enough space. So let's set one up. More space. I need a dual interface. I need a... No. I need a solidifier hatch. And I might as well make the most expensive one possible. Never mind, that's UEV circuits not happening. Let's make it, I'll just use this one. I always forget that's a weird circuit. What are you even talking about? Oh, you need LUV circuits. So I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that. So the issue here is we're always running out of wood. Is this having to generate enough fluid? Let me see how much it needs. It is. It's Iron Maiden. It's what's it called here? Hallowed be thy name. So I like to I like to what's the word? Associate music with games that I've played or even Minecraft mod packs. Now, Iron Maiden or this specific song, Hallowed be thy name, I associate it with playing Project Ozone 3. And it was like one of the if it was the first basically the first mod pack I've ever played, and it was an extra pack, of course it was. And I played it with a group of friends. It was 3 of us. And we actually got pretty much towards the end of the pack. We didn't finish it, but we got pretty close. It was at the singularity spam, and I just didn't really want to continue from there. But the so we would put some music, right? Mostly my friend would put music, and this one came out a lot, and now I just associate that mod pack with Iron Maiden. But now I'm pretty. I guess if you were to say like one IV circuit motor, it's funny. If you were to say like what kind of music I would prefer, it's progressive metal. I think this is more just metal, right? I don't really know genres. There's so many genres, but progressive metal would be my go-to. Oh, nice. I'm a big fan of music. I think the last, take a sip. The last musicians I saw live was Breaking Benjamin and Stained. They came by to San Antonio like a month ago, actually. Yeah, about a month ago. They were the last group I saw live. They played really well. I didn't know Stained was that good either. I only knew like that one song. It's been a while. That's the only song I knew from them, and then they tore it up. We have to do something about these LUV circuits. There's actually a cheaper way to produce these, and I think it's about time for me to figure that out. These are the best circuit tiers I can do. Wetware circuits. And this recipe is probably the one I want to do. Breaking Benjamin. I listened to High School Online. That's nice. Back in high school, I didn't really listen too much now that I think about it. It was mostly John Mayer, completely different, right? It was really in like when I graduated high school is when I really started to listen to more metal metal music. I was gonna say metal circuits because I was looking at this. Mm. Oh, okay. This is kind of living crystal chips needs a little bit of sterilized biocatalyst medium. If I'm looking at something, I'm going to say it out loud. It will happen. I think I want to do this because these wraps, circuit wraps here. Uh, hang on. Do I even need that much? I need 16 to make one batch of wetware circuits, right? Just 16 of these. And how much do I make in a batch of neural processing units? Maybe that's what the issue is. Yeah, I make too much. So let's reduce that. I don't need that many. This is just to help us out just a little bit. So divide by 2, make 16 at a time, and then just make 1 at a time. And then I will put the circuit 16. This is a right here. The wraps will go here, and then ass line go right here. Take a recipe out right there. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now can I make a UEV circuit? I just need 1. No, I still need more. Okay, so we should really focus on our mutagen processing. It sucks though because like we're not really struggling with mutagen and like raw growth catalyst. It's just that overnight or over the weekend or over this week, we ran out of uranium because I didn't have any way of producing this. And this is used to craft that. So this whole time we've just been eating it all up. We had like 10 million stored and now we just don't have anything left, which that's totally my bad, right? But that's fine. Maybe I do need to upgrade this. So it might be time for me to set up more laser transformers. And I think that's what I was thinking of. We need more of these active transformers because right now we have the biblically accurate active transformers, what I like to call this. A lot of things sticking out of it. But I don't want to keep doing that. I think it's a good time for me to add more. But then I have to do a little bit of math, like how much power am I sending into this? And whatnot. 256 amps. I don't really know what the best option is. Maybe it's just building the biggest possible laser hatch for UV tier. And then just splitting it up as we need it. So I think I'm gonna start upgrading our power line. Maybe I can do that while we're waiting around for mutagen. So the idea here is it's going to split. I'm going to have a transformer right here. Right here. It's going to split. And then we have one transformer here. And this transformer is going to feed all of these machines. Right? And then we're going to have another transformer feeding all of these machines and so on. So each branch of machines is going to be fed by a single transformer. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that way I don't have to, have this going on. Okay. It's about time for me to take a break, so I'm gonna do that. I need to stretch my legs for a little bit, but let me see if I can even craft active transformers. I'm gonna need like it might be an issue though because these need ZPM circuits. Can't even craft one. I can, but how many ZPM circuits do I have? That's probably why. Okay. So for now, let me just upgrade this. So for sure, I'm going to want one here and then one over there. So let's just try to craft 2 active transformers. And we'll just get that going. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and stretch my legs, drink some water and some other fluids, and I will be right back. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It should be normalized taking breaks because we need to. Anyways, be right back. Put myself through danger for no reason.
Oh shit, that shit's using the restroom, bro. Oh god. Okay.
She's taking a dump on Uncle.
Oh my god, no! Oh no! No! Okay,
No, no.
watch. Oh my god.
I saw it. It was a woman.
I died.
It was a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, God, I hate this.
Okay.
I hate this.
Sorry, this is so funny. I don't know how well that's gonna come out in the audio, but oh man, that's funny. Okay, so we got it built. Pressure poop injector. It's very cramped in here, right? But that's okay. Yeah. I can do a key change. Whoops, that was the wrong note. I already forgot. Hang on, wait. Yeah. I can do another key change. There's another one. Whoops. Hello, are you possessed?
Oh my god.
I'm hearing singing.
I hear something.
My EMF
I hear
reader.
something. Where?
Oh,
Where?
my heart.
Oh my god!
I saw
I saw
it.
something. I saw something.
I saw something.
I saw something.
I'm going out.
Oh my god.
Open
I'm
the door.
fucking running out. Fucking
Open the
no.
door.
I don't know what to do.
I think
I
he had
see
like
it.
a cowboy hat.
I don't see it. I'm fucking running.
Oh god.
I'm running. Where are you guys?
We're outside.
We're outside.
Oh fuck no! I'm by myself in the house. Run!
Guys, I died.
I dropped my EMF reader. That's right there.
Oh, I made it.
He does look kind of constipated.
It's 'cause,
Okay.
like, I'm standing up straight.
Okay, first go to the left, and then you see a board. And I guess we only have one god level, so we're doing that one.
This
Okay.
is how I crouch. This is the button for crouching.
Leo, turn around.
Difficulty.
Look at that on.
You want hardest or just
No, we're gonna
medium?
die.
Wait, Leo, look at that on.
Hold on. I'm trying to do things.
You gotta look at that on. Okay, I'm back. Continue with the music. Hell yeah, Dream Theater. Speaking of my favorite genre of music, progressive metal. I saw these guys play like live a couple years ago. They're great. Actually, no, it was last year. I recently saw them. They play pretty good. Anyways, is there any way I can make this more efficient? No, this is the most efficient recipe. So I think it's just, yeah, we can do with speeding up the crafts. All right, how are the active transformers? They are built, but I can't really do anything much with them. So I should figure out a new system for active transformers here. Oh, I'm in the back rooms. Get me out of here. All right, I'm back here. Be done. There's some pockets within the base somewhere where, like, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. So I should deal with the power situation. Like, I got a plan, like a good way to transfer power. Like right now, this is 1,024 amps per tick, right? But like, okay, what about that? Am I really using that much power here? And I should plan for it, right? So, for example, if I have 64 plus 16 plus 16 and all of that. Let me see here. I guess I should be future proofing from now on and just using the biggest, like, the biggest possible laser I can use of that tier. I think that's what I'm going to do now. It's one of the major things. Again, I even mentioned it earlier, like if you ever play GTNH, right? And people sometimes have issues with how long things take sometimes, how grindy it is. Well, that's because there's always something you can do to make it better. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to upgrade these laser source hatches to be the biggest UV ones possible. If I can even afford it. I don't know if I can. I'm only going to do this. Over here, it's still going to be CPM, but I'm still going to be giving it the biggest possible. Right? At least for the main branch. I'll do that. This doesn't really need to change. Don't think so. Okay, so let's stick with a lot of UV power over here. So we need laser source. I need the UV one though. UV. Can I search for UV laser source? Yes, I can. Give me the biggest one. Yeah, hell yeah, this one. Tons of power. And then UV target. Laser target. So right now I would need one laser target. I'm just gonna upgrade these machines. Laser source, target. So 2 targets and source target. So 3. I would need 3 of them. Yeah, I would need 3. And the active transformer does have a power loss right now that I think about it. How much is it? Only 0.004% power loss. Is that like a lot? I guess it's only when actually moving power, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see if it gives us issues. So I'm gonna need to craft those. Let me interface pattern this one. Laser source hatch. It is kind of pricey though. Do it. And that's the source, and this is the target. All right. S line. No, it's an ass machine. Ass machine. Circuit 0. Put it there and there. I don't even know if I can do that because the amount of circuits is going to cost. I still have wetware circuits though left over, so I think we should be fine for a little bit. But I don't really know how much each one is going to cost. If I look up the like 3 of you. Nope, we're not there yet. Okay, and I guess we have to hold off on upgrading. I'm in the back rooms again. We have to hold off on upgrading our transformers to bigger hatches, right? But I think I can still make use of one added here, right? Let me just double check. So right here, for sure I'm getting 1,024 amps here, but I just need to make sure that you have enough power here. So we have 64. How much am I using? In other words, 64 plus. 16 is also 64, 16 UV. And then 64, 64, so 128. And then this one is 64 plus 16 plus 16. So 64 plus 32. So it looks like, I mean, we're not always going to be using this amount of power, but it looks like this transformer is handling 352 amps. So I should be okay with just moving more power. So for sure, I'm going to need 2 more of these bigger ones, laser targets. Do that. And 2 more. I can't even craft those 2. Sir, I need the power. No, I need the I need to craft more circuits. It's the lack of circuits that's hurting us. We really need to deal with the mutagen issue. None of this would have really happened if I just made sure to mine uranium, which we didn't. All right, I'm just gonna clear all of that, but keep this in mind. So what can I do about the mutagen here? I think I can still give it power. Let me double check what our Tesla tower is doing. This guy should still be good, right? Because I'll put max display. At max, it was only like outputting 95 amps of CPM. And that really is only a spike. So we still have a lot of amperage. Just remember, this thing can run like 200 and something amps. So I will stick with that. So I'm going to give this a bigger energy hatch and really speed up our mutagen production because this is kind of slow. So how do these bacterial vats work? Can I use the, what do you call it? The bigger outputs or the bigger energy hatches? I don't know if I can. I don't think so. I'm going to give this UHV energy hatch. This is already going to be 4 times as fast, but can I upgrade it even more? It might be too much though, because 1 UHV amp is 64 CPM. No. It is 4 amps of... It's 16. So 16 amps of this is 1 UHV amp. And if I'm going to want to upgrade that, we'll just stick with the UHV amp for now. We'll see how bad it is. It's a good thing I still have UHV circuits left over, so I can do this. Okay, and then I'm going to need transformers. So this is going to be 1 UHV amp, right? 16 amp, yeah, okay. I'm going to need a coil for this. And some transformers here. I need this I need this transformer, and I need one of this one, high amp. I'll make a couple more of them. I'm still going to use them. One thing before I forget, I'm going to set this to like the max range. I can hear it. That's just an alarm that tells me if I run out of fuel, any fluid for the what do you call it? This machine here, the Nakoda reactor, right? But right now, the fuel lasts us a while, so I'm not really concerned yet. Energy hatch, you're being crafted right now. Yeah, it's working. It's working right there. And I know I talked about it, the component ass line, but I'm pretty sure this is going to need a lot of circuits, so I can't quite get this yet. So yeah, we'll deal with our mutagen issue first. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm kind of curious. What should I eat for lunch? I think I have leftover pasta, but you know what? I think I'm gonna walk to Subway's. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Maybe get a cookie. Hi, back. I'm burning lake. I'm sorry. No, you know what? No, I'm not sorry. Deserved. What's going on? I was kind of just saying, like, what should I eat? And then I'm thinking of getting a Subway sandwich. But I don't know. I don't really know because I am going to be meeting like some friends in San Antonio later today. And that's a bit of a drive. And I'm like, do I eat with them or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I was kind of on a not really a rant, but like on a spiel trying to upgrade my transformers. Like I can build the transformers themselves, but I can't build the energy hatches or the laser hatches because of course they need circuits. So what's the phrase? Catch 22? We need circuits to get more circuits. And yeah, that's not happening. So I think all I'm gonna do is upgrade this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this guy to UHV power. Just commit to it. But to do that, I'm going to have to separate the power because right now, all of the power for these machines is coming off of this one cable diode. And you know what? I think I should also upgrade this guy, the growth catalyst as well. This stuff is also used a ton. So let's make another UHV transformer then. No, not transformer, energy hatch. What the heck, really? I mean, it's not really an issue because we get TNT from the bees. I just haven't really turned on the bees. I can do that. Hang on. I think you already have. Oh, okay. It didn't like that. It's not the first time that's happened. It's something, I don't know, some interface thing just breaks it whenever you open it. But it works fine whenever you reload the pack. I don't know what it is. I know you have an explosive bee, right? Just yes, you do. And so I think I'll just turn that on. there's another I don't know if I don't know if I can say that I found this bug, but whenever you like take a lot of bees and like I'm shift clicking right now, right? You can shift click bees out, but if you do it too fast, it freaks out and just crashes the game. And this was in the last version too, and they haven't fixed it. So maybe I should make a bug report or something. I don't know if it's the same if I like try to mass add items in there. No, it's fine. It's just when you shift click. Anyways, we're out of TNT, but we have an explosive bee that gets us TNT. Yeah, it's a little bit. So I'll just leave that running for a while. Whenever I get the ore factory, I'm gonna get the bees going also. Get that set up to be a lot more built, I guess. Okay. UHV, I'm going to craft it, but ignore missing items. So it crafts everything else except for the TNT. We only need like 2400, which should happen in no time. Okay. This is paused, right? Yeah. So I can break this guy apart. Not break it apart, right? But upgrade this guy. Man, whenever I see like whenever I see a bug or something like that, what the heck are you doing in my inventory? Get out of here. I guess I kept it on me by accident. So, what was I gonna say? Dang, I completely forgot. I got the doorway effect. I remember it. Yeah, I have no idea what I was saying. Anyways, I need to make sure that the multi-block actually builds the bigger hatch. Yes, it does. And then you need another transformer. I need the high amp one. Whenever I find a bug. Okay, thank you. And see, yeah, that's why it's good to have an audience sometimes. They hold me accountable. So whenever I get a bug, I actually really like it. It's so funny to me. Like, I will always laugh when the game suddenly crashes. I don't understand how someone can be mad at a game-breaking bug. It's just funny. Because it's unexpected, right? It's like you're just playing the game and like it just crashed. It's so funny to me. I guess I can understand getting mad at it if like, you know, you're trying to like speed run it or something. I don't know. I guess that would make sense. Anyways, I need to pay attention here. How do the kids say it? I need to lock in because otherwise I'm going to blow up my entire base. Yeah, if you lose progress, right? But like here, I don't lose progress, so I'm okay with it. It's pretty funny. Okay, need to focus here. So cable diode, I'm going to give it the Tesla coil cover, which will accept 16 amps of CPM. You will accept those amps and step up to 4 amps of UV, which you are step up and facing up. Yes. In which you will transform those 4 amps into 1 amp of UHV and you face up into the UHV energy amp, which you should be good now. So I gotta plug this in. Cable diode right there. And if you don't know what I'm doing, like what this, yes, like if you're asking yourself, like how the heck is he getting power out of this? It's these the covers I put, that Tesla coil cover. It's a pretty cool multi-block. It's that's what's causing all the sparks. This guy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the idea here is that I actually give it power, and then these capacitor hatches enable getting power from it using the coils. So at most, yeah, it's kind of like catching it. That's why you see all the sparks happening, because it is like going towards the coils. So it's like a really good form of wireless power. Surprisingly, people don't really know. Either they don't know about it, or they don't want to bother with it because it's a lot of superconductors to get there. But you can build this in EV. That's what we did. Like we built it in IV tier, and it's been helping us out since. The only downside is that there's a limit to how much power it can output, because it's dependent on how many of those little capacitor hatches you have, and you can only fit so many. And you can also only upgrade this to up to ZPM power, and that's it. You can't go further. Which is why I'm also transitioning to lasers in the in between. But you know, to power one-off machines like this one, I still use it. So it's able to get 16 amps of CPM from the Tesla tower and then power it like this. That's why it's like wireless. But it's not a permanent solution, because, you know, how else am I going to dump like 1024 CPM amps? That thing cannot cover it. I think like the max limit for it is 292 amps, which is 17 times 16. Yeah, 272, sorry. It's 272 amps. Where was I? Over here. That's the max limit. There we go. Now it is just a little bit faster. It's still pretty slow though. I'm gonna upgrade this guy also. Let's do that. So I need one of the transformers. I need a UV one. I need a coil. And a UHV energy hatch. I don't know if you're still crafting. Yeah, you're waiting for TNT. It's already it's halfway there. Let it run for a little bit. But this should be 4 times as fast because we were giving it CPM power before. 4 times as fast is very fast in the long run. That's still slow though. mm. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for a little bit. Okay. But you only need mutagen for the UEV circuits, right? No. No, you need growth catalyst medium, so I also have to upgrade that. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. Or I could just make a quantum force transformer, right? Surprisingly not that far off. Never mind, it's pretty far off. I would like to get this one though. Quantum force transformer, just one of them is gonna like give us a lot of good stuff. Like imagine just instantly making that instead of waiting a lot more time for the bacterial fats. That would be great. I think mutagen is also like that too, right? Well, there probably isn't a recipe for this because you probably don't need this too much. Yeah. At some point, you don't need it too much, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're still waiting for a little bit of TNT. Let me cancel the craft and then try crafting it again. UHV energy hatch. You're still missing 500. Okay. We'll do it in a little bit. I mean, I can also set up recipes for it. I think I might as well. Or actually mining bedrockium. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Because you can mine bedrockium directly. Yes, you just need to get the bedrockium stuff. So we can mine this in Barnard F or no, the full ore block is in. We're not able to reach that. And then Barnard F though. I don't even know if I have a dimension for the like a void miner at Barnard F. Void miner that doesn't look like it, no. I'm about to rage quit today to charge my TGS tools. What is TGS short for? Sorry, there's a lot of abbreviations. Tree growth simulator. Oh man, don't even get me started on the tree growth simulator. The amount of issues I have with planks, like I'm trying to craft like 10 chests, right? Most of the time it works, but sometimes it just doesn't work because we always run out of we just keep running out of planks. Like our nitrobenzene setup eats all of the wood instantly whenever we produce. I never have any wood available. Like, oh look, there's 10 stacks, right? No, it eats the whole thing instantly. Actually, does it? Wait. No, yeah, it does eat the whole thing instantly. And it also always has problems. Yeah, it's I just haven't upgraded it, honestly. Produces 2600 every 5 seconds. Oh, yours is doing like 3 times as much as mine. Oh, it's because you're using a chainsaw, right? The chainsaw gets more. Okay, that's what it is. No, I've been sticking with HSSS tools, and I should probably upgrade it, but like I honestly don't pay attention to this. And I always complain. Every episode I complain about the tree growth simulator, and I don't do anything about it. Today's not going to be any different. I'm still going to not do anything about it and complain about it tomorrow probably or next time I play. It's going to happen. Anyways, give. Okay, how much industrial TNT do we have? We should have enough for UHV energy hatch. I don't think I'm going to go for bedrockium right now though, because it's just TNT, and I mean the TNT is for the bedrockium. I'll just leave it there though. But I do need to make sure that the apiary runs and gives us the TNT over time. So how are you approaching that though? Do you like? I would imagine it's kind of tricky charging those tools. But you cannot find a good way to extract a charge tool from a turbocharger. What's a turbocharger? Oh, it's just a charger. That's interesting. Oh, because you're saying like it like it just outputs instantly. Maybe like a filter is probably what you need. A filter that has it like the only extract a fully charged item. But then durability makes it weird, right? I don't know. Actually, that's not. Okay, with fuzzy. Let the 0% charge tools into the enemy system. Export bus with fuzzy. That sounds funny. To charger. That sounds funny to me. Sorry. I'm not sorry. That sounds funny. That's interesting. I never really tried, honestly. I just stuck with manual saws, but maybe I should try that eventually. And they are 99% durability and 100% charge, but the 99% durability is what makes it weird. Hmm. Do they ever lose durability? Like if they're like in there for a while? Or is it just charge that gets dropped? I would imagine it's both charge and durability, right? Okay, this is a little slow. I'm going to increase the speed by giving it a bigger pump. Right? I mean, let me double check here, because if I check here, that fluid is being out into the storage by way of a fluid tank, and that's just an MV pump. So let's get a bigger pump. So it does use durability. Okay, so you can't exactly filter it for max durability because, ew. I want 1 tick speed. Let's do 1 tick speed would mean UEV pump. I don't know, actually. It's not something I've worked on, so I don't really know what I would do. like if I were to set it up right now, I probably should, honestly. I would probably just have a separate system, one that moves the like a fuzzy card, right? And then you can use like the Ender IO filters, because the advanced filters do have ignore. I don't know. That's a good question. You're about to make me rage just trying to think about it. There, I'm gonna replace the pump here. Right there. So now you're going to 1 tick. Just take 1 tick to pump all of your delicious mutagen into the storage. Okay. That should be good to go. What's another thing I can fix? Probably the same thing with raw growth catalyst medium. We're actually dealing with that with the UHV hatch. That's what this guy is going to be for. So really the mutagen is really only to make growth catalyst. So this is our bottleneck. Input bus is just a linked input bus. All my TGS use the same chainsaws. You have more than 1 TGS? I got 1. But then I don't really complain about it because I don't use a lot of, like, you don't use a lot of wood when you're crafting, like, late game. I only use it for nitrobenzene, and it's able to supply enough. to keep it running. Our nitrobenzene is just kind of there hanging out. It's a legacy power system. We don't rely on it at all, though. It only does like 1 point something million power. I think 2 million power. And it's kind of just hanging out. But our main power system are these two guys, the plasma turbine and the aquanaut reactor. So I don't really, that's why I don't deal with it, because I don't need to. And whenever I try to craft something that uses wood, I complain, but then I restart the craft and it has enough, because that's just how it works. So that's why I don't complain about it. Okay, we should be able to upgrade this guy now. Yeah. I'm going to upgrade this bacterial vat to use UHV power just to speed it up a little more. 4 times power, because right now they're on CPM. Right there. Then 1, 2. And then we step up. And then we point both of them upwards. I still need my wrench. And then I need a diode, 60 amp diode. Spruce for just benzene, rubber wood for methane and carbon, and 1 for dark wood and potash, apple for fertilizer. That's why I have it. Ah, that's cool. Nah, I just have spruce. Of another fellow spruce enjoyer. I honestly don't know why I went for spruce. I think it's just the lack of apples. I didn't want to deal with apples. That's why I went with spruce. All right, make sure that this is all plugged in correctly. Step up and step up facing up. Yes. Don't blow up. No explosions. That's a good sign. I'm really stretching our Tesla tower thin by doing this, by the way. So I don't want to keep doing this. I wanted to set up an active transformer to power all of my machines here, but I guess to explain the issue we're having is our lack of mutagen and raw growth catalyst medium means we can't really make circuits. And this all happened because I was dumb and I didn't account for uranium-238, which stopped our passive processes for like a week. So we just drained all of our fluid. That's an uh-oh. But now we're working on it. So let me see here. How about you? What are you trying to make again? Raw biocatalyst medium. What's stopping you from crafting? Oh, you're waiting for growth catalyst. And I guess you make a big batch of it at a time, right? Yeah. Currently sitting at 3 million raw growth catalyst. I had 10 million. I'm not trying to flex, right? I had 10 million, but it drained completely to make all of my, just a little bit of raw biocatalyst medium. And I wasn't making any more because we ran out of uranium. I didn't have a miner set up for it, which is kind of just dumb on my part, but that's what I get. So over a week, it was just not producing anymore, and I just lost 10 million. So now that I'm like actually streaming and I need it, now it's just tricky because it's like, you know, I hang on. Is it the correct type of uranium though? Because there's 2 of them that I need. I didn't think about that. It is. So we do have a stab alloy construct. I forgot this thing existed, honestly. I think it's even ready for it. No, it's Ender Creeper for whatever reason. I think that's how I get my Ender Pearls, actually. Yeah, I set this up to like fully max and we just kind of let it sit there forever. No, we set up a miner for the uranium. It's fine, but I didn't think I forgot about the stab alloy. That's a good idea. That's pretty smart actually. Can also, we don't really need titanium. I'm not hurting on, well, it is sitting a little low. I'll think about it. Okay, so slowly but surely we're increasing our growth catalyst. And I think I broke it. I broke it already. Hang on. I don't really know what happened here. Raw growth catalyst. I mean, we have plenty of it, but still not enough. How much do I need to make this half? MV, this would be 16,000. Empty cell. What is this compressed air even for? Okay, just get some of that. I forget I have the remote. The this stuff here, I can just do it here. There you go. Now you're half. I don't really know what broke. Let me double check here. Oh, that's why, because you were trying to craft it and then you just got filled up with a bunch of stuff. All right, I think you should be ready to craft another batch, right? I'm going to take that out and restart the craft. All right, let's put everything back. All right, how about now? Don't craft it anymore. Try crafting another batch and then I'll turn that on. I guess I was lucky that I didn't break the mutagen. Not so lucky here, though. That's okay. You have that. You have. Oh, you know what? I may need to adjust the amount of time the sievert is there. You know what? It's fine. I'm not concerned about it. Okay, yeah. I think what had happened was just I let this be paused for too long, and I just killed the sievert and it didn't let the craft finish, and then I voided fluid. I think that's what it was. No, okay. So how's my pump? How much are you? MV pump. How much fluid can you deal with? This is just a minor upgrade. I wanted to be able to push 4,000, so I'll give it an IV pump. It's a very minor upgrade, but that's what's it's gonna help a little bit. Minor upgrades, they add up over time, right? I could do it, baby. I could do it. With you. Please ask me to, 'cause I feel so much better. If we just avoid the truth, I'm okay. There you go. You're ever so slightly upgraded. Okay. Oops. So, growth catalyst medium. We have 128,000. We're steadily building up for it. It's just that whenever you craft the biocatalyst stuff, it kind of eats up all of it. Why do you even need that? Yeah, it just eats up all of it. Okay, so that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is take out the pattern for now. I'll hold it with me because we don't really need this bile stuff right now, at least. So I'm going to take it out just to make sure that it doesn't consume our stuff here. And the seaweed broth, actually, how do you make seaweed broth? is nutrient agar, which doesn't need any of that. Does use stem cells, but I think we're filled with seaweed broth already, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, no, you consume it also. Okay, I'm gonna stop the craft then. Maybe that's what it is. I'll take these out for now. I'll hold them with me, and then continue because we don't want it consuming growth catalyst for whatever while I'm trying to craft some things. But overnight, I will put it back so that we can get all of that stuff ready. Okay, so cosmic, whatever. What's it called? Compact cyclotron. That's the whole thing that I was trying to make in the first place. Yes, and then we'll try to build one of this. We're going to need a solidifier hatch. This is where I noticed that we didn't have any more fluid, and it looks like we still don't, but it should be a little faster. So I'm going to craft this without requiring or ignoring missing crafts. See what happens. I've never tried it with the bacterial vat recipes, but one way to find out if it even works, right? One way to find out. Okay, and that solidifier hatch is going to be used to make the incolloid plates. All right, but I would also need the actual molten incolloid. This is going to be in a blast smelter circuit 4. I kind of forgot about the blast smelter, honestly. Just kind of hangs out every now and then. Need a pattern capacity card. I think I should be ready to make a mega, but I don't really see a need for it because I don't mass produce some of this stuff. I'm gonna eat my words like real soon, right? It's gonna happen. All right, this stuff is blank ass machine. So just circuit 0, I'm gonna put that there. Okay. And then tantalloy is made in a... Should I just set this up to be solidified? Nah, we have a gear mold for this. Large gear. There you go. And then screw. Put that in the screw mold. We have a screw mold for this. And I need space. So but you need pattern space. And you're way out here. There. Okay. How are you crafting? You're still waiting on growth catalyst medium. We're still waiting on the volumetric flask. Okay, yeah, it is crafting. Okay. So I can actually create recipes actually and just tell it to ignore missing crafts, and it does work. That's good to know. That's really good to know, actually. But I never want to have more than one of these at a time because it's going to break our setup. There can only ever be one of these in the storage at any time. Is it good to do that? Absolutely not. I don't agree with that, but it's good to know for future reference, right? So you just need to craft one more batch, which should be not too slow, actually. Should be done. Yeah, okay. You're crafting the last batch of this. So I think it was a pretty good idea we upgraded the CUHV. I can upgrade it more, but I won't because at that point, I think we're going to start running out of power from the Tesla tower. Bars. No, but it's going to be a little tricky. So that's what the active transformers are for, but we also need more of the fluids. And I'm going to add that a bunch of transformers here to power up everything. But we need more fluids first, so I'll let that grow over time. Awesome. All of this for a solidifier hatch. We are also going to need a dual interface for this. I can just do that. Stem cells are made in here. So bacterial sludge, what do I even do with this? I have a ton of it just hanging out. Yeah. What do I do with it? I mean, I can make even more mutagen, but it's like a tiny amount. Yeah, it's such a tiny amount to make mutagen. I don't know what to do with this. It's probably just going to clog up my storage. Maybe I'll trash it. And that's what do you do with this? Make more bacterial sludge. Well, there is a recipe to use it for raw growth catalyst medium. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll set it up to be passive, right? That's probably what's going to end up happening. I can set it up to be a little passive, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't really delete that, but it's fine. Okay, this should be, I think, almost ready to craft. We're just waiting on circuits to finish up, and then it should be ready, actually. All right, and finished. Okay, solidifier hatch. Thank you. And then a cable. I think I'm just going to make a ton of black cables because I'm always having to dye them. I think it's ink sacs, right? And that works. So that one is going to be here, this guy. So you can go like that and then have a dual interface like that. And as soon as I said dye it, there we go with any more dye. Oh, you're not connected. Oh, what? I meant to use the spray can. There we go. I didn't even check if I had enough channel space for it, but I'm going to trust that I do. It's a lot of channels. Let me double check though. Where's my memory card? Right here. Kimchi has enough channel space. Not worried about that. It should be able to. Okay, so what I need, I can add a pattern for that. I need the actual slate mold though. Mold. Oh, I actually have it. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I have an extra one, but I'm going to use it. That goes here. And then I can give you pattern, and I might as well upgrade the pattern capacity right away. Should get into the habit of doing that. Don't explode. Relax. Drink some water while we wait. Okay. How much mutagen do we have? Yeah, we're making good progress, but it's the growth catalyst medium that is struggling a little bit. But we just let it grow. Okay. So the new area that I expanded over here, there's nothing there, but I'm going to cram it full of circuit assembly lines and maybe finally make like circuit assembly lines for like the LV circuits, right? Like microprocessors, right? If I check the recipe for these guys, these are the best LV circuit you could do. We're still using like, I think it's this. I don't even know. I don't even think we're doing this one. Probably just the basic one. But this is like way more efficient. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, we have the pattern capacity card. I should need a couple of those. There we go. Okay, next up is actually make the compact cyclotron. We're not there yet. You know, a whole bunch of this stuff here. So you need ink alloy, whatever. That's going to be solidified as well. I can put the pattern right here, actually. And then we need to make HG1223. That is going to be circuit 5 in the alloy blast smelter. Should have enough space for that. Yes, you do. Okay, tantalloy bolt would be, I think we extrude this. Yes, but we don't really have enough space for that. So I think I'm just going to make another solidifier hatch for the rest of the bolts. Whenever we need bolts, I'll just solidify them, I think. That way it doesn't go through the blast furnace. Well, yeah, I'll solidify it. I think that's the best way. There's a lot of like random things, like this one that needs, like we just get directly from that. So I'll make another solidifier hatch then. I already saw that I have enough channel space also, so I'm not concerned about that. Look at that, we're finally able to craft circuits now. Well, actually, no, because we already had some circuits available. All right, so we need another dual interface. We need a couple of these pattern capacity cards, just 3 of them. A bolt, mold, and the solidifier hatch over here. While we wait, we can do other patterns. So whatever this is. Do you have to be olivine, osmium, or platinum? Oops. I think you have to be a lime lens. That's weird. I feel like I should be able to put it there. And it not contact. Hang on, let me see. Olivine. I mean, I can just put this in the lathe. I don't even know where my lathe is. Oh, I don't have a multi-block lathe. I still use the processing array, the large processing factory. I think it's the only one I have left. Yeah, it's not a lot of recipes in there, but I still have it. If I ever see myself needing to mass produce lenses, then yeah, I'll do that. But right now, I don't really need to worry about it. Anyways, what else can I make in here? So this one's just going to be a bunch of random things. Mask crystal. Cubic zirconia. Okay, so it's going to conflict eventually whenever I do that, but... maybe I shouldn't have conflict and add another... yeah, I'll add another input bus for this. Okay, fine. Input bus. HV. There we go. I need another interface. Just a regular one. Then some cable. Okay. And then I should be able to just pause it for a little bit and add a recipe to this pattern. I just need to double check if I have enough channel space. No, I don't. So, why not? Okay, you still need that. What I can probably do is probably borrow. Yeah, I think I'll just borrow channels. I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna have to do that for this specific case. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, do that right here actually. Laser containment casing, and then you can have a input bus, and then do interface. No, regular interface. Right there. Give you a cable, and then attach you over there. Got a newbie question for you. What's up? Been using Tinker's Pick for a while. Did I read that right? If I change a part, its level will reset. I believe, yes, that's the case. I can't really answer that, though, because I haven't used the Tinker's tool in forever. But I do recall seeing that whenever I upgraded it to, I think it was bronze, in order for me to be able to mine diamonds, it had resets. So you had to mine it a little bit. But I don't know how to confirm that. Let me get this one. This one's going to be laser engraver line. So I can make a pattern for this now. Either platinum or osmium. Why would you ever use osmium over platinum? It's a big difference there. There we go. I think I should be able to turn that back on and we should be good. Yeah, I had to borrow a channel from this branch, but it's fine. So this one I'm going to rename it though. I need solidifier plate. Like that. And I need another solidifier hatch. Thank you. I'll put that here. And then give it another tool interface. And then name this solidifier bolt. There we go. Then give it the bolt mold, and then you should be put right there. And have those. Okay, I think we should be good now. And I'm going to double check if this is actually on. Yes, that's been recipeed. That's recipe. And we keep going. Incolloy 020 screws are going to be in a fluid solidifier. In the screw spot right there. And then Tantalloy 61 is going to be, we do have an ingot solidifier, so I'm going to do that. Ingot. Where is it? Right there. Okay. That should be complete. We should be able to craft the cyclotron now, I think. No, we still need tantalloy 61 and 2x platinum wire. Of course you need that. That is a wire mill. Circuit 2. Here you go. And then tantalloy 61 is blast smelter, but circuit 3. There we go. Now can I craft it? No, tantalloy 60 dust for probably because I need I don't even know what. Hang on. If I search for that, but don't look up dust. How much you want to bet is because I needed the rod for something. No, it has to be input. Input for what? Tantalloy. Okay, I guess I have to craft it. It's fine. That is a mixer, circuit 12. So we're already making the tantalum ingot, so I think I'm just going to macerate it. Yeah, we're crafting this already. Yeah, okay. So we'll just macerate this. Wrong terminal. This one, I'm getting a little confused here. This one, yes, thank you. Put it in the macerator. There we go. Now, it took a little bit to think about it, but it is able to craft. Sweet. All right, so now what I need to craft this thing, a lot of casings and a cyclotron coil. I don't really know how this works, so I'm just going to build all the casings. It might be a little pricey, but you know what? We're at the point where if it's pricey, then I'm doing something wrong. So I'm not going to concern myself with how expensive how expensive it is. I'm just going to make it. Okay, so we need those casings, 120 of you. I need that and that. It looks pretty bad, but I don't think it's that bad. Inconel 690 screws. Put that in the solidifier screw mold. There we go. Long. I'm honestly thinking of just making another solidifier for long rods because we don't really have a forge hammer. But if I'm making Eglin steel already, the rods, which I am, then just make it. Just make the pattern in the forge hammer. We still don't have a multi-block forge hammer. It hasn't really stopped this, right? But at some point I'm going to have to do it. It's a single block and it's like still like LUV or something, right? Yeah. Should really upgrade that eventually, but it's fine. If it's not really hurting us, then I won't worry about it right now. This is going to be either nichrome or aluminum. Just use aluminum in the laser engraver lime right there. Okay, now craft 120 of you. Thank you. And then I need cyclotron coils. 32 of you. Oh, that noise scared me. Okay. So our efforts are definitely showing for the growth catalyst medium. Never mind, we're out. But it did let us craft a whole bunch of stuff here. Did you get stuck or something? No, you crafted. I'm just making sure. Wait, Tantalloy 61 bolt. Hello? Oh no, it just took a while. Okay. Yeah, it's crafting other stuff, I think. Unless it got stuck somewhere. Tantalloy 61 bolt. I think something else is crafting it. I'm just gonna trust that it works. Alright, so what am I gonna need for this? I think I should follow the quest line. This one just says to make everything. The main thing you'll probably get out of it is the quantum anomaly. But one of the questions I had like earlier today was, why do I even need it? It's to make rugged botmium. Oh, it says right there. You can certainly figure out the rest by now, but the advanced nitinol may confuse you. You make it out of blocks of nitinol 60 with a quantum anomaly in a laser engraver. It's advanced nitinol. It's right there. So we need one of these. Oh, that's how you get astro titanium. Isn't this like a plasma source I can use? Yeah, force plasma and krypton though. Probably not happening soon. That's fine. Okay, so it looks like we need that. So to get this stuff, I need this. And it's just a 1% chance. Okay, so we're gonna have to like set this up a little bit. Particles are, I already read this, right? Which makes no sense. That's right. That's fine. I'll come back to it. Yeah, you're definitely stuck and I don't know why. Like you're not even accepting fluids. Why not? Oh. That's the wrong recipe. This is the recipe that I was trying to do. Tantalite bolt is using 6 ingots. No, going to do it like that. Yeah, that would explain it. It's not able to accept that the bolts. So you probably have items stuck in you. I've seen that happen before where it gets stuck, item stuck. Yeah. And I think it's like it'll be stuck there forever. So there's probably items like somewhere else around the storage that got stuck because I messed up the recipes. How about now? Yeah, it should be working now. At least I hope it is. It is. It did craft it. Okay. All right, that's what it was. Duh. Are you crafting? Or are you just that slow? No, you're crafting. And you're not that slow, but you're a little slow. I should probably upgrade this. This is at UV. Oh, it made a loud noise. Okay. How much infused gold do I have? None. So we still don't really get this that often. How about uranium? Not too bad. Uraninite? That's probably what I would need to deal with, yeah. Actually, I might need to deal with it right here. So best bet is to thermocentrifuge this. Let me double check if it's there. Might be why I don't see it. And also pitch blend, actually. Let me see here. So if I check pitch blend. Oh, yeah. I gotta deal with that. Okay. So thermocentrifuge is the best bet for this guy. Yeah, and then pitch blend is best in a macerator to get to 238. And then pitch blend is going to be centrifuge out there. Okay, so this is all macerator. That. And I'll just take a couple of it out. It's going to stay there for a while, though, because I just don't have any way to deal with it. But just throw it back right there. All right. And then I can set up that centrifuge we have over here, this random one, to also centrifuge pitch blend. There we go. Okay. So we have the controller. We have frost-proof machine casing trying to be crafted, but I think it got stuck somewhere. It's a chance it got stuck somewhere. Because recipes like to change. Yeah, so it used to be circuit 0. Now it's like circuit 1 it needs. So that recipe changed. You can take that out. We'll cancel that recipe right there. Thanks. And you're going to need nothing really, so I'll leave you like that. All right. Okay. So this one's the same thing. I just need to put it in a circuit 1 AS machine. And I think I have it set up to be automated. Universal automation. Yes, I do. Okay. So 119. There we go. There we go. Now we're crafting machine casings and everything else is a work in progress. All right. I think this is probably a good time for me to head out for today. I do have to drive in a little bit, but I also got to eat something. I think I'm going to commit to Subways. I'll take a walk to Subways to stretch my legs also. So what do we do today? We pretty much fixed our issue with the mutagen and the growth catalyst medium running out. And then we'll just leave this running overnight and then hopefully it'll come back. I think what I will do though is also put the patterns back. So this one is our raw biocatalyst right there. And then we'll put this guy over here to be the seaweed broth. And then we did get some progress into the biocircuit line. We actually got up to UV, so I can even set up recipes for these. But that'll be for next episode. We also increased space in our build. And then we'll use that space to get more circuit assembly lines and more machines down the road. So will I get UEV circuits next episode? I got no idea. I really don't know. Because we still need to figure out how to get a quantum anomaly. I don't know if you need more than one. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, you do. Yeah, so it might be a little bit until we get here, but Astro Titanium is a UHV. But yeah, once we get the quantum anomaly through the cyclotron, we should be good to get the botmium casings, and then we can upgrade for living solder, because that's what we need. We need living solder to get the next 2 circuits. And then we are finally in UHV or UEV tier, and then I can finally make the integrated ore factory. I'm gonna love this thing. I think a lot of our issues are gonna maybe not fix, but it's gonna help a lot once we get this. Anyways, it's a good time for us to call it a night. Call it a night. That's just what I say out of habit. Oops, it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyways, I was not sure. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to be out of town. But next stream would be 2 weeks from now because next week I'll also be out of town. Got a graduation party to attend. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. I'll post about it somewhere next time I'm streaming. I don't know when yet. Anyways, have a good day. Take care. See ya.